In the last 10 minutes, Muqtada al-Sadr poised for victory in Iraqi election. In the last half-hour, firebrand cleric Muqtada Sadr ahead in Iraqi elections. In the last hour, Shia leader Sadr's alliance set to win in Iraq. Polls in the last 2 hours. Election result in Iraq portends further political and social conflict. In the last 4 hours, coalition led by nationalist cleric takes shock lead in Iraqi election. Al-Sadr coalition headed to victory in Iraqi election. In the last 6 hours, U.S. envoy visits Kurdistan region after Iraq elections. Leader of winning ticket in Iraq signals change earlier today. Vox sentences, celebration in Jerusalem, bloodshed in Gaza a positive sign from the Middle East. Iraq's democratic election. How Iraq election frontrunner Muqtada al-Sadr tapped widespread frustration. Iraqis deliver surprising results in first big election since ISIS war. Al-Abadi calls on Iraq to respect election results. Iraqi cleric who fought U.S. troops leads in election. In the last 8 hours, violence taints election in Iraq's Kurdistan region. Cleric's ballot box success could rattle U.S.-Iraq relations. Maverick cleric's election upset could rattle U.S.-Iraq relations. Iraqi elections, hope for people, conjectural battleground for others. Abadi orders manual ballot counting in Kirkuk. Yesterday, Iraqi election results will not bring stability. U.S. adversary Sadr's party all but wins Iraqi election. Fiery cleric ahead in Iraq election. Surprise militia leader who battled U.S. during Iraq war leads election. Early results in Iraq election favor populist cleric al-Sadr. He's back. Muqtada al-Sadr wins big in Iraqi elections. Iraqi election upset could increase pressure for U.S. troop withdrawal. PM Barzani, Brett McGurk discuss post-election Iraq. The latest. Iraq Prime Minister wins vote in Mosul province. Iraqi elections deepen political fault lines amid U.S.-Iran tensions. Populist cleric Sadr all but wins Iraq election. Sadr headed for first place in Iraq election commission in first election since defeat of ISIS. Iraqis deliver surprising results. Sadr taps anger over Iran to lead the Iraq poll. Shake-up in the Middle East. How will regional powers respond? Sadr headed for first place in Iraq election commission eager to vote. Iraq's displaced faced obstacles on election day. SNSC chief renews support for Iraq. Populist cleric Sadr on track to win Iraq election. Populist cleric Sadr on course to win Iraq election. Iraqi PM orders recounting Kirkuk. Iraqi leaders begin negotiations to form ruling bloc. Iraq elections strengthen victories against terrorists. Iran rise of Muqtada al-Sadr upsets U.S. calculations in Iraq. Iraqi election results shock political class. Firebrand cleric Muqtada al-Sadr takes shock lead in Iraq election. Preliminary results show Sadr ahead of Abadi in Iraq elections. Newsmaker, fiery cleric Sadr taps anger over Iran to lead the Iraq poll. How Iraq's elections proved status quo expectations wrong. Tensions rise in Iraq's Kirkuk amid vote rigging claims. Iraq's election, a key event in America's wars. Fiery cleric Sadr taps anger over Iran to lead the Iraq poll. 6 Kurdish parties demand repeat of parliamentary election in Kurdistan. Anti-US cleric takes lead in Iraq election. Shiite cleric's coalition leads early tallies in Iraq elections. Who is Muqtada al-Sadr? Iraq's influential Shiite cleric Sadr set to win Iraq election in surprise comeback for US adversary in Baghdad. Sadr city, hope for change after vote. Election process in Erbil totally transparent. Top commissioner Iraq's May election, the most important security event in America's wars. Coalition congratulates Iraqi people. Security forces cleric Sadr, in surprise comeback, set to win Iraq election. Iraqi PM ready to cooperate after election upset. Iraq elections. Who is Muqtada al-Sadr? Iraqi PM ready to cooperate to form government after election upset. Iraq parliamentary elections 12.05.18. Iraqi PM Abadi says ready to work with election winners. Disillusionment appears to help Shiite cleric in Iraq vote victorious against his. Iraqi PM flunked fight with corruption. Fiery cleric leader surged at Iraq elections. Shiite cleric Muqtada al-Sadr takes early lead in Iraq election. Iraqi voters seem to reject US-Iran with support for Sadr. Fiery cleric and a paramilitary boss lead Iraqi election race. Disillusionment appears to help Shiite cleric in al-Sadr's Saroun bloc sweeps Iraq polls. Early results Iraq elections. Shia leader Muqtada al-Sadr's coalition takes early lead. Iran embassy congratulates successful Iraq election. Firebrand Shiite nationalist cleric leads Iraq parliamentary election.